Good morning, this is Greg in for KGL. It's December 11th, and it gives me another chance to do national parks on the air. I'm at the Gulf Islands National Seashore. The particular part of the seashore is Okaloosa Island. Also today I'm doing, I had to look it up, I'm also doing at the same time worldwide fauna and flora. In the United States it is KFF, and I got introduced to this by Jason, W3AAX, so my activities will count toward both. The KFF, which is for the United States, includes national parks and state parks. So there's many opportunities. All right, the weather is overcast. I guess temperatures are getting into the 60s, but when the sun's not out, it's pretty cool. So we hope the sun breaks through and warms us up a little bit. I'm going to show you the antenna. It's a 40-meter dipole, which I use for INVIS, or near vertical incident skywave. But this antenna can work in a park. The wire's 9 feet high, so folks aren't going to bump into it. It has a little ballon at the top of this pole, and it continues on to complete the dipole. One really nice thing, these poles from In the Breeze, they're not tapered, so they stay strong even at 9 feet. And the stakes I can just stamp in with my foot, and so I don't need to use the trees, which they discourage at national parks, most of them. Continuing on to the rig, we have the KX2 today, and we're also using the QRP Works sidecar, and this small keyboard is absolutely fabulous. It actually is usable, and today I'll be doing essentially the messages off by pressing buttons on the keyboard. I can also send that way, but I'll drag my key out for most of my sending. So this works actually very well, and if I needed a backup for my key, I could just press the keys on the keyboard and get by. So Susie and I are going to see if we can bear it out and enjoy the day despite kind of cool weather. This is Greg in for KGL with a report. We've been on 40 meters on CW. We worked K4GXV back in Panama City, and WB4BLX also in Panama City. And my radar buddy, Don, KK4QAM in Sweetwater, Alabama. Then we moved on to single sideband, and we got about 11 stations on 40 meters single sideband. Then we tried PSK 31 and worked W5RE in Crestview, Florida, and that's my first contact on PSK 31. And we did use the KX2 with the sidecar, and we were pressing buttons on the tiny keyboard. Also, I got an adapter for this Heil Traveler headset, and it's actually kept my ears warm and worked really well on single sideband. So we're enjoying the day. We're going to take Susie for a short walk, and then we'll go to 20 meters. This is the other end of the park, and Susie and I are on a walk, and we'll be heading back and set up and do some more radio, but actually Susie enjoys the cool weather, so we'll catch y'all later. Alright, we had pretty good success with the 40 meter dipole, and I've adjusted the lengths to be 20 meters, and we're going to try to stick with this same dipole antenna on 40, 20, and 10, and it was pretty simple to reconfigure, and we'll give it a shot. Alright, here's the update. Susie is out, the sun's shining, so she's getting some sun, and she's comfortable in her bed. And we have been working 20 CW, and we got about 8 on 20 CW, and then I don't know, about 15, 16, 17 on 20 sideband. And then we went and did some hunt and pounce on the weekend sprint for the SKCC. So altogether we have 40 contacts at this point, and I've adjusted the dipole antenna for 10 meters. I don't actually know if if the band's open, but we're going to give it a shot, and we just coiled up the wire on the ends and adjusted the poles. So we have a 10 meter dipole, and we're hoping to pick up a few on 10 meters. It's the, I believe, ARRL 10 meter contest is going on at this point. This is Greg N4KGL at the Gulf Islands National Seashore, Okaloosa Island. We're wrapping up now. We had 40 contacts on HF, and I tried 2 meter simplex 146.52, and I did raise a local station W4RH Frank, and he is across the bay there, and we had a nice chat. So the sun is starting to set, and we're ready to go back to Panama City. So we enjoyed another activation at SS08, and hopefully we'll squeeze in one more before the year's over. 73s from N4KGL.